Good morning, dear students. I am teaching chapter 6 Physical and Chemical Changes. Physical and Chemical Changes. Physical and Chemical Changes. So yesterday I discussed about physical changes, and in physical changes I told that physical change is a temporary change in nature, and in this no new substances are formed and it is easily reversible. When we will remove the cause, it is easily reversible, and composition of the substances does not change. This is all about physical change. Now we will discuss about chemical change. What is the chemical change? In the chemical change we will perform activities. So come to the first activity, and activity is in chemical change. First activity 6.4. Take brightly polished nail, freshly cut potato, a small amount of cooked dal or vegetable or fresh milk. Moisten the nails with water and place all the above substances in the corner of your house for 2 days. And now check them individually. What you will find? You will notice that the iron nail is covered with reddish brown substances, which is different from iron, and the potato gets almost black and gives foul smell, and cooked dal or vegetable gets discolored and gives foul smell, and the milk curdles and gives sour smell. Can you reverse these changes? Obviously, it is not possible in such changes. So state as well as composition of the substances change. What is the given substances are there? State as well as composition of the substances change, and new substances are formed, and the changes are irreversible in nature, and the substances may change their color, smell or taste. The substances may change their color, smell or taste. So what is the given substances are there? In this you can see that it is change, means new substances are formed, and when you will remove the cause, then again it cannot change into its original shape and form and shape. And so we can say that in the chemical changes new substances are formed, and even on removing the cause it cannot change into the new substances. According to the basis of chemical changes, now come to the activity 6.5. In activity 6.5, take a magnesium ribbon about 10 cm long and rub it with a sandpaper to expose brightly shining metal, and hold the magnesium ribbon in the fire tongs and heat its other end in Bunsen flame till it catches fire, and hold the burning magnesium ribbon over a glass plate. Now you will observe that magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling white flame and forms a white residue which falls in the glass plate, and actually the magnesium ribbon enters a chemical reaction and with oxygen present in the air to form magnesium oxide. So 2 Mg plus O2, this is the magnesium and oxygen, it will form magnesium oxide, 2MgO. magnesium oxide. In this you can see that magnesium, when it will react with oxygen, then it will form magnesium oxide. And following conclusions can be drawn from this activity. So in this activity you can see that magnesium on burning in air forms a new substances, that is the magnesium oxide. What is formed? Magnesium oxide. And the change proceeds with the evolution of heat and light. So change is permanent and irreversible, and new substances are formed, and even on removing the cause it cannot change into the original form. So now collect the white ash magnesium oxide and drop it in a beaker containing about 20 ml of water, and stir the water thoroughly and test it with a red litmus paper. You will notice that litmus paper turns blue. This shows that on dissolving magnesium oxide in water, a new product is formed, which is basic in character. Actually, the magnesium oxide enters into another chemical reaction forming magnesium hydroxide, which is basic in character. So when it will react, magnesium oxide react with water, magnesium oxide react with water, then it forms magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide. Now come to the activity 6.6. Take a cracker, pataka, and place it in the open, and take a thin and long bamboo stick and burn it on one end, and touch the flame of burning bamboo stick to the fuse of the cracker and move away. You will observe that cracker explodes with the evolution of a suffocating gas and producing heat, light and sound. It is because the chemical materials within the cracker suddenly catch fire and explode, and following conclusion can be drawn. The above changes is permanent and irreversible, as there is no way of bringing the cracker back to its original form, and heat, light and sound is produced in this reaction, and suffocating gases also evolve, or suffocating gases also produced. Now come to the activity 6.7. Take a hard glass test tube and put a pinch of washing soda in the test tube. Pour about 5 ml of dilute sulfuric acid in the test tube, and immediately fix in its mouth a rubber stopper fitted with a delivery tube. Immerse the other end of the delivery tube in another test tube containing lime water, calcium hydroxide solution. Make your observation. You will observe a very brisk effervescent reaction takes place with the evolution of a colorless gas as soon as the dilute sulfuric acid is poured over the washing soda. Actually, new substances are formed as shown below. Sodium carbonate react with sulfuric acid, then it forms sodium sulfate with water and carbon dioxide. You can see the reaction. Sodium hydroxide, sodium carbonate react with dilute sulfuric acid, then it forms sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate with water and carbon dioxide. The colorless gas on bubbling through clear lime water slowly turn it milky. It is because new substances are formed as explained below. Lime water is a colorless solution of chemical substances that is called the calcium hydroxide, and the colorless gas is carbon dioxide. When the carbon dioxide bubbles through the lime water, it forms a new substances, that is the calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is insoluble in water and white in color, so it gets suspended in the solution and it will give it a milky appearance. Calcium hydroxide react with carbon dioxide. Then it will form calcium carbonate plus water. So activity 6.4, 6.5, 6.6, 6.7. You will take revision of these activities, and these activities it is basis on the chemical changes, how chemical changes takes place, and in activities it is given, and you will take revision of these activities 6.4, 6.5, 6.6 and 6.7. One activity is remaining, activity 6.8. Tomorrow I will discuss this activity, and till here you will take revision.